Hello, this is Astro Breeze, and welcome back to Weekly Transits. Sorry I missed last week. We had a hurricane bearing down on us, Hurricane Idalia, and I'm fine, everything's fine, but I had to do a lot of prep work. You never know. It's like the more prep work you do, the more it staves it off. So anyway, that's why I wasn't here. But let me back you up. A couple things we're just leading up to here on Monday. You see Venus is stationary. We have it at 12 Leo, and we'll go. Actually, it was like Monday, late, but we'll just go here anyway. So you can see Venus is now, stationary. Now it's starting to turn direct, and then we also have, where is it? Jupiter stationary, about to turn retrograde. So we know that when planets are stationed, either retrograde or direct, they are like still. They're very stationary. That's what stationary means. So that means that their energy is way more intense. And we have kind of a square here. I mean, it's close. We have both of them in fixed signs. And, Venus will start to go into a complete square in a few days. You can see, well, however long it takes to get up to speed, we'll see in a minute, but you can see 12 degrees and then here 15. And you know that Jupiter doesn't move that fast, but Venus moves a lot faster. So we will see a closing in the square again on this soon. But you can see here that they're stationary. So we have, that Venus in Leo, and you have to see where Leo is in your chart and where the 12 degrees is. And that degree is going to be kind of intense. If you have anything at 12 degrees, it's going to be making more. It's going to stay there longer, because it's turning around. So right now to yesterday, it was semi sextile to the sun. You can see that, and then we can see Jupiter is in earthy Taurus and making a trine over to I can't think of that dang planet today, Mercury. Over to Mercury in Virgo. Mercury's retrograde, so it hit the 15 degrees, and then this is stationary. So it's going to be kind of an interesting ride there. So trine, what does that mean? So big communications about, and Mercury's in its home sign. One of them is, in Gemini and Virgo, and it's exalted in Virgo. So Mercury's happy here. It is happy as a clam at high tide. That's not the best analogy for that. It would be better for the moon. Mercury is very happy here. And it's trining over to big Jupiter. So that's good. And if you have things at 15 degrees, look at that. I mean, they'll be making, definitely those two will be making aspects to you. But this is like communications, big communications, communicating big ideas. Earthy communications, organizing earthy things, organizing, putting the earth in order, putting finances in order, putting your security in order, organizing your finances, organizing your security, organizing your needs. Those are all those conversations between those two planets and a lot more. So that, let it roll. I mean, let those big communications or how to make money. It's like, depending on where it's in your chart, how can I make money with all that free flow energy of Mercury? And then you've got that Jupiter in Taurus. So this is a very good aspect. This is good. This is going to hang around. Look at, see, Mercury still, as it's retrograde 14, this is still hanging out there. So it's also, when Mercury goes direct, we're going to get that again. So we'll get that trine again. Because we know that Jupiter is not going to move that much, and then Mercury is going to retrograde back to, next week. What is it, on the 15th? I think it goes back to like 12 degrees. And then it will go direct, and then it'll hit this again, different degree probably. But looky here. Today, Tuesday, well, we have Venus direct now. So that is really good. When Venus is direct in Leo, so we can get back to our values into a positive direction. We can fix things or deal with things that we bought or made investments. Sometimes you can't stop. You can't always have it perfect. It's like, God, why did I buy that? It was, I wish I would have waited. It's like, well, you have to get it like when it comes up. You can't sometimes wait, but you can anticipate. So you might have made the best decision or deal that you could have. You might have completed something. You might have paid off something. You might have, finished the responsibility of something. And now it's time that, that Venus is now, maybe you paid off something. And now it's time to move forward. It's in that big showy Leo fun sign, not Venus's favorite place, but nonetheless, it's in that big outward, open, from the heart, generous, expansive, masculine, go get it mode, go get him kind of energy. All right, that is now moving forward, and this is a good thing. And then Mercury is going to be moving direct soon too. Okay, is that all I want to tell you? I told you about those coming in. Where's my notes for you today? Okay. This next week, we're gonna have the moon hanging out in the bottom of the chart, of the natural chart. It's gonna be hanging out in Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. So it'd be like the natural third, fourth, and fifth houses. So look where that's at in your chart, because that's where the moon's gonna be going through that area, conjuncting anything there. In the third house, communications, fourth house of home, and the fifth house of generous, on stage, look at me stuff. So that's where that's going to sweep through this next week. Like astrological weather ahead. Moon in the bottom of the chart, natural chart. Where is it in your chart? So that's where that's at. It's like going to be down here. You're right down in here. Yes. And Wednesday, a couple of the big things we got going on. See, Wednesday we got tomorrow. We have the sun conjunct Mercury. They're combust. The Mercury is like right next to the sun. It's just, anybody born here has got that fusion of the sun and Mercury there. Sun. Let's see if we can click on that. Yeah. All right. Sun conjunct Mercury. Communications, effective communications, intellectual stimulation. You look for avenues through which to communicate your ideas, tend to talk forcefully about yourself and your interests, and are less interested in listening to others. So that's like a natal aspect, but this is also something where we can talk, because it's right there in organized Virgo, do this, do that, got the energy of the sun. We're going to take care of that. We're going to clean my house today. We're going to clean the garage. We're going to paint the ceiling. Whatever it is, barking out that kind of stuff rather than listening. Oh, but we don't have paint, we don't have rollers and brushes, So make sure you listen a little bit. This can get just a little bit outward barking, and being in this meticulous Virgo, it can be be careful you're not too nagging and nitpicky. You could do it and use this energy, but do it in a nice way, because now we have Venus a little harsh here. It's like wearing the pants and cracking the whip. Woo! Dominatrix kind of energy here. Okay. What else I can tell you? This is an odd one. We've got one of those void of course moons here. It's void of course. Where's the thing I have? Yeah, it goes void of course. Let's see, on Thursday, actually. Let me show you that. You can't really see it, but yeah, it goes void of course at 6:22 p.m. This is Eastern time, and then it doesn't move into the next sign of Cancer until 1 a.m. So that's, if you're on the West Coast, that's like 3:30 in the afternoon to like midnight or something, right? No, till like 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah. So it's like 3 in the afternoon to 10 o'clock. So if there's, going west, it's going to hit you in the crux of the afternoon. So that's usually when, it's like, still doing business. That's when stuff isn't going to manifest. It ain't going to happen. It could tend not to stick. So you might want to put off signing things unless you don't want it to work. It's like, oh, okay, sign here, sure. Ooh-doo-doo. So Um, that's again Thursday. It goes void at 6:30 p.m. 6:22 Eastern Standard Time, and it doesn't go into the next sign till 1 a.m. So again, on the West Coast, it's like 3 in the afternoon to like 10. Just forewarned, to Friday. And Friday morning, it's 1 a.m. and Friday morning. Now here we have Friday almost. Let's see, it goes back a day. Uh, no, it's kind of there. Hold on. Yeah, so I gotta go. Let me just go a few minutes here. Maybe a couple hours. There we go. Get it back because the sun is at the exact trine with Jupiter. See, it's at 15 degrees. That's why I said we were getting close on like Wednesday. So here at 15 Virgo to 15 Taurus. I'm sorry, square. So we have that fixed energy. No, I'm sorry. It's Earth. What am I saying? It's a trine. It's Earth to Earth. It's a 15 mutable Earth, and we have fixed Earth. So at least we have the Earth. We got this nice little trine right here. So Sun and Jupiter, we already said it's like expansive. It's good for business. Venus is forward. Good for contracts, negotiations, anything big now too. It has to do with Earth, property, security, finances, anything like that's a good go because we have a nice alignment on that. What else here? Those are the big ones. Not a whole lot this week. It's like not that noisy, thank goodness. We kind of came up to one. So this was the last one, and then Saturday and Sunday, not a whole lot. Next week we have another void, of course, but it'll be on Tuesday into Wednesday. It'll be a long one as well. It's like 11 in the morning, East Coast, to like 1 a.m. the next day. I'll tell you, it's on Tuesday. So actually, let me show you because we will do that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All right. Just as a reminder, you can't really see it there, but we have the moon moving out of Leo and then be moving into Virgo. But it's going to be void, of course. It'll be making no more aspects. It's like here, it's still going to make an aspect in conjunct over to Pluto. But what time is it there? Yeah, but no major aspects. So if it's 11 a.m. East Coast, so what is that? 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 in the morning. So this is going to be like an all day one. So until, let's see, 1 in the morning here. Um, so like all day. Wow, 11 a.m. So for us, it's 11 a.m. to, it's like goes all afternoon, and it's for the West Coast too, because it starts even earlier. It starts at 8 till like 10 at night. So again, next week, next Tuesday, we have a long void of course moon. So that might next Tuesday, you might want to put off again signing anything, having anything happen that you don't want to happen. And if how do I say it? Because the moon void, of course, if tends to, if anything, how do I say it? Tends to not turn out. It kind of it's like a null and void. The moon is offline. So if you want something to not turn out, it's good for that. If you don't want something to not turn out, then it's the double negative. Um, yeah, don't sign anything during that time if you don't want it to manifest. I hope that makes sense. I think you know what I'm saying. So it's a long one. That's all I'm saying is that next Tuesday it's like all day, and if you're more on the West Coast, it's even more all day because it's earlier. It starts at 8 in the morning. All right. So again, signing things and all that, you might want to wait a day. Wait till Wednesday. All right. Anything else? Oh, and then next week also, we're just as a heads up, we're building up to the new moon. You can see, look at on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. There we go. So you can see it. We'll show it to you again next week, and it'll be. I don't want to mess with the hours too much, but you can see that's lining up. Next Wednesday, and it's 13th, and then Mercury is slowing down. And there it is on Thursday, it's stationary, and then Friday it goes direct. There's by next week, it's already starting to go direct. See, now it's going to be interesting. Well, I'll talk about it next week. It'll meet up with there it is, 24th. Oh, this is cool. Is the sun moves into, we just might as well say, because we these cycles come around on the 24th when the sun moves into Libra, and then we have the vernal equinox. We have that also, that trine again, but now Mercury's in direct motion because it's still in Virgo, Earth sign, right? And it's making a trine over here to Jupiter in Taurus, Earth sign, Earth. So we have it this week, and we'll have it again in like 2 weeks or a week and a half or so. So that's interesting. So we have this big communications. This is good to think about. We have it this coming week, and then we have it again. So this is good because Mercury's gone direct. So we're going to make this aspect one more time here. Very nice. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it for this week. Thanks for listening, and we'll see everybody next time. Right. Thanks for being here. Bye now.